like, because it's a good question to bait somebody into answering, and no matter how they answer it, it kind of makes the guy that's answering it look bad. If I say I don't want to be a mentor, I look bad. If I say I do want to be a mentor, then I look like an idiot that doesn't care about being good and playing football. So it's one of those questions that no matter what I say, you guys can write what you want to write about it. And there's a lot of questions like that. That's why you end up having to try to avoid them. I tend to try to be honest. And I've said I'm not a mentor. I play football. And in a quarterback room, there's a lot of times there's been a ton of times where there's learning experiences, and I have a lot of experience and I can talk on things, and hopefully they listen. But it's not necessarily like my job to like make sure they listen to me. And hey, like hopefully you have a really good relationship with the guys that are in the room, and you naturally want to do that, but that was a long-winded answer, but that's ultimately why I think you guys ask it, Here's the thing is, like, because of what I just said, like, you're acting like I wouldn't want to be a mentor. It's like, once again, it's not really about that. It's just not the main focus. I see myself as a guy that can play in this league. So if your main focus was just like, hey, but I'm going to get you ready, you're just not taking care of business. The best way to be a mentor, honestly, is like show people how you go to work, and like I said, hope that they pick up on that stuff, but not necessarily force them to pick up on the things that you do.
So Joe Flacco says that, for the most part, he ain't going to mentor Shedeur Sanders and the young Cleveland Brown quarterbacks. Now, he basically said that it ain't his job, but look here, he's going to give knowledge, and he hopes that they soak the game up and they learn and they have a good relationship where that happens. But necessarily, that's not his job. It's to mentor them. So check out the NFL playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. My thing is this. They give these, and this is not talking about Joe Flacco, but they give these degular, Brad quarterbacks, these backup positions that they don't deserve. I remember the guy Tim Boyle used to back up for Jared Goff in Detroit. Horrible. He was horrible in college, and he gets an opportunity to have a job in the NFL. So what they tell you is guys like Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying, they can't be backup quarterbacks because of their selfish attitudes, okay? Some of these dudes, they don't, of color, they don't want to be backup quarterbacks. They're selfish, they're boastful, they're braggadocious, they're confident, But when you hear these veteran white quarterbacks talk, they're braggadocious, they're confident, they're arrogant, they're boastful, they're braggadocious. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So why are they largely employed as backup quarterbacks? Why, when Lamar Jackson come into the league, he has to be changed, or he has to change positions, or Brad Smith has to change position, or Hines Ward had to change positions, or Charlie Ward was a Heisman Trophy winner. He couldn't, be a first-round pick. And it's all about the social networking. That's what it's about. All these backup white quarterbacks that are backup quarterbacks, it's a social. They put them in the game, and they don't even like they belong near football. But I have some guys in the comment section that's going to agree with Joe Flacco. And I ain't saying I disagree or I agree with him, right? At this point. And they're going to be like, yeah, I'm not training nobody to take my job. But I'll tell you this, right? I'm going to tell you this from a man, my perspective. All right? In life, what you put in life is what you get out of life. Once again, what you put into life is what you get out of life. Once again, what you put into life is what you get out of life. So when you sow positive seeds, you get positive growth. When you do hoe-ass shit happen to you. So me personally, the route I'm gonna take, I'm gonna game the young guys up. I've been in that position when I worked at places and people didn't want to help you, and we supposed to be a union brotherhood and shit like that, but they want to see you fail. People that got the same skin color as me, they want to see me fail. No cap. No cap. So I understand it. My whole thing is I'm trying to give you the game. Because if I'm doing my job, you can't knock me off my pivot. You can't take something that I got. Even if you take it, somebody else see I'm doing my job and I'm still gonna win it. But I get what he's saying. I do. But what I don't understand is these backup quarterbacks, these Brad backup, they have the same mindset as the black backup quarterbacks. You know, but why are they more employed as backup quarterbacks than the brothers? Yeah, you got Tyrod Taylor, Michael Vick did it for a while, Geno Smith did it for a while, Huntley down there in Miami, who's with Baltimore, did it for a minute. But for every one of them, you got 3 or 4 Mason Rudolphs, Tommy DeVitos, Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, which I'm happy for Sam Darnold, to be honest with you. I'm happy for him. I'm happy. They have the same mindset that we do. And there's nothing. The quarterback is an alpha position. You can't be a successful quarterback without having some alpha in you. No Diddy Hart, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kevin Spacey. You can't. And you know, as they are a union, you should be able to lean on your backup quarterbacks. You should be able to lean on each other. But like he said in the clip, he said, you know, I hope we do have that great relationship and they can learn. I'm going to drop knowledge. They got to soak it up, but I'm not about to walk your hand through it. Remember Brett Favre said the same thing about Aaron Rodgers. Their relationship was never the same. Their relationship was never the same. And you see what type of person that he was. Damn, she pretty as hell. Bubble dress, shit, on the bike. Hey. But you see what type of person he was. He was a shitty individual. To take the allegedly steal from people, shitty individual. But I get it. Me personally, I'm going to hand the game down. If you're a willing participant, that's pretty much what Joe Flacco said. If you're a willing participant, I'm going to hand the game down. Now, am I going to force you like the Exorcist with your eyes open and soak this game up? No. But when I drop this game, you better put your notepad out and put these notes down. Write this pimping down. Because you got to remember that our elders got the answers. Anybody that's 1 year older than you, 4 years, 5, 10 years, they didn't walk. I remember my cousin told me, he sat me down one day, we chilling and shit. He said, man, I just like turned 20. He said, your 20's gonna blow by. Enjoy them. They gonna go by like that. Nigga, man, I blinked, I was 30. I swear to God. I blinked, I was 30. It was real shit. So it's always good to watch the kids ahead of you, watch the men, the women ahead of you. See what they go through. And that's what I believe in that. But I also believe in giving the game to people that want it. And if you don't want it, I'm not going to force it. Can't tell nobody, hey, nobody told me, and somebody did tell you. So I feel Flacco, honestly. Yeah, I'm willing to be a mentor, but I'm not about to be a mentor. I'm not about to force it to you. But it's an alpha position. It is. It's an alpha position. It is an alpha position. Don't forget it. People get the game fucked up. It's an alpha position. You can't be a quarterback if you don't feel like you that nigga. You always see the quarterback at school. He walked tall. Real talk. He stand tall. He stand on business. I can't see shit on these shades. Man, it's hot, and I got a whole Nike sweatsuit on. Come on, Karen. Man, they be taking up all the parking spots. I'm off work because my eye messed up. I had to go to the doctor. I swear, man. I do one thing I miss about my old place of employment. That's a thick ass white girl right there. Jesus Christ. We must stay focused, brothers. We must like they think than a motherfucker. Like, damn. Remember this old man came up to me in gym. He was with his wife. She had walked off. He was like, they didn't make him thick white girl. He was like, they didn't make him like that when when I was growing up, nigga, I was dying laughing. I said, boy, you better get from around me for your wife come put paws on you and I gotta write a witness statement this shit, nigga. You feel me? You feel me? Like, you better get from around me, nigga. Your wife ain't about to come on here and beat my ass. But I appreciate y'all. Check out the NFL playlist. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.